Good evening, everyone. Am I audible? So, um, lastly, on Friday, we have completed the entire data type, correct? And the slicing also. So, is there any doubt regarding those things? Like all the basics we have covered, still we have to know about lot of things. But before starting to the new topic, I just want to know whether you have doubt in any portion. Have you revised first of all?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. So any doubt?
No.
Okay, fine.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So then let's do a quick recap first. After that, we'll move for the new topic. Okay. So slicing. So in slicing, let's go back to slicing. Let me share the screen. It's visible now. So we have completed tuple. After this, we completed set and then dictionary. Correct. Now, if I ask you, say some immutable data type. Can you name some immutable data type? Immutable data type. Can you name?
String.
Okay, string, and there is one more
Tuple.
immutable data type collection. Yeah, tuple. Okay, and mutable, Sneha, mutable data type.
Set,
Okay,
list,
okay,
and
and
dictionary.
dictionary. Okay, fine. Now let's suppose I'm telling like whenever I just want to include some values inside a set. What are the criteria? What are the criteria to take elements in set? Like, is there any restrictions? Whenever I'm writing a set, is there any restriction?
Yeah. Yes.
What is that?
Set can only store immutable data type.
Mm, sorry?
Set can only store immutable data type.
Yeah, yeah, correct. Set only can store immutable data type. Okay. Now, tuple. Tuple is an immutable data type, correct? So, is it possible to store any mutable data type inside a tuple? Is it possible to store
Yes.
immutable mutable data type inside a tuple?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So let's suppose I have a list. I have a list. So can I store a list inside a tuple?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if I want, let's go to ideally. Let's open ideally. Okay. Now, let's suppose I have a tuple t equals to. Let's suppose I'm creating a tuple. So 1.5 comma 3 plus 4j comma there is one list with the value 10, 20, 30, and then I am taking one more tuple 1 comma 2 comma 3 and one string python like this. Okay. Now I'm just giving some question. Just do this. If I want to add if I want to add a new value, if I want to add a new value, which is, let's suppose, that is 1000. Okay, 1000 I will be adding inside the nested list. Will it be possible? Now second question is, if I want to access, let's access 1.5. Okay, only 1.5. So how to do that? If I want to access 3, then what will be my syntax? Fourth question, if I want to access HON, then what will be my syntax? Now this fourth question, just solve it. So how did you solve it? First question is add a new value in 1000. Okay, inside the nested list. So where I got the nested list? T of,
2.
yes, T of 2. So this is how I'm getting the nested list. Now in this list only, like this is my list. Now here, which function we will be using? Which method?
Tuple is immutable collection.
Yes,
So
tuple is immutable. So we can't add. But here we have a nested list. Now is list is immutable?
no, ma'am.
So that's why we can add add a new element inside the list, not inside the tuple. Like here, if you do, let's suppose append you are doing. Okay, so I'm just writing 1000. Now check T. What is that?
Okay.
It's basically what, think about the memory allocation. In the memory allocation, whenever I have the tuple memory, so that's a contiguous memory which will be getting the link or the address of the list, correct? This list will be inside the tuple in address format. So are you changing anything in the primary memory layer? What do you think?
No, no.
Understood? So immutable in the sense what the primary layer it is there, those memory cannot be changed. Okay, means what? Let's go back to ideally. I'm just showing, not ideally. Just let's take this. This is our day 5. So this is our problem. Now here just understand, just do the memory allocation. Just understand the memory allocation. Just a minute. Okay, so see here T is our tuple. So how the memory is getting allocated here? This is the memory. It's divided into two space, variable space, value space, correct? Now value is getting stored in a contiguous memory block. So how this value will be getting stored? What will be the length of this memory layer? How many blocks will be present? That is equivalent to the length of the tuple. What's the length of the tuple? What's the length of this tuple?
5.
Yes, 5 it is. So in the first memory block, 1.5 will be getting stored directly. 3 plus 4j will be stored directly. Whereas this list, can you store this list directly? Can you store it directly? Obviously no.
No.
For that you need a secondary layer of length 3. So 10, 20, 30 like that. Now some random address will be generated that will be getting stored behalf of the list. Okay, after then we have a nested tuple too. Now for that also, again we need one more nested tuple. So one more nested contiguous memory layer, that is also length of 3. So 1 2 3 we are getting, so some random address 0x77 that will be getting stored here. And finally we have what, a python is a string. Now in this string here, same way, in the same way, again in separate memory layer, we will be having this entire python done. 0x19, 0x19. Now this is my primary layer, this one. If I talk about the tuple, where is the tuple? This is what our tuple is. Okay. Now this tuple is like consisting of some random address that is already directing to this location. It is directing to the location, but actually tuple is this. This is what your tuple is. Now this is 0x99 that is getting stored inside T. Now immutable in the sense once the memory is being declared, you can't change the memory. Okay, means once it is declared means this is fixed. Which one is fixed? This is a tuple layer. Okay, so this one is fixed. Fine, this one is a fixed one, fixed memory layer. Understood? So whenever you are changing something, you can change here. This is the list. This is mutable. You can change. You can add a new value here because it is not disturbing the arrangement of the primary layer. Primary layer, like is there any changes happening in the memory address?
No.
Is there any change? No. Memory address is same, it's fixed. Now on that location you are changing, but you are not changing anything in the primary layer, you are changing something in the secondary layer. So my point is you should know or you should realize one thing, though tuple is immutable data type, it can hold some mutable data type. Now it is holding some mutable data type means it is possible to change their arrangements, but actually the primary layer it's fixed as because it is immutable. You can't add new value inside this layer, you can't remove inside from this layer. But if you want to change something in the secondary layer, yes, possible, but only the secondary layer should be mutable, means unlocked. If it is a string, can you change? Obviously no, because string itself a immutable data type. Getting my point?
Yes.
Okay, Gia, understood. It's a little bit
Yes, ma'am.
complex if you think, but if you know the basic, this is the like this is the thing you should realize. It will give you the clarity. Okay, understood.
Yeah.
So this is what. Now let's go back to ideally again, and I'm showing like second access 1.5. So what was your syntax? T of
0.
0. Yeah. So T of 0. This is what. Now if you want to access 3, it's actually present where? In the nested tuple.
-2.
So if you want to access the 3, you have to access the tuple first. After then you can go inside the tuple. So let's access tuple. So what's the index here?
-2.
Minus 2, correct? Because it is easy to access from right side. So minus 2. So this is how you are accessing the tuple. Now let's go inside this tuple for 3.
-1.
Yes, minus 1. So if I go like this, 3 is my output. Okay, Gia, have you done this or any doubt? Now one more thing, okay, one more question. That's basically Python, and you want to access HON, right? HON. So first you need to access Python. How to access Python? T of,
-1.
yeah, T of -1. This is how you are now accessing Python. Now you have to go inside Python. Now how many characters here? Three characters here. Means indexing is not possible, but we have separate option. What was that?
Slicing.
Slicing. So simply we can go on slicing, but on this T of -1 we can do slicing. Now what's the starting index?
3.
Okay, 3. Then we'll write colon. Do I have to mention anything? Ending index if I skip also, it's totally fine. I can skip the updation
Yeah.
also as because consecutive characters it is showing. So simply it is HON. Like this we can do. Correct?
Yes.
Clear? Okay, let's suppose I have a list, okay? So I am having some value like this: 10, 34, 56, 99. Okay. Now let's suppose I want the output like this. Output, it should be like this. My L should be look like this. 12, then 34, then 56, then 99. So basically, sorry, my mistake. 1256, then 34, and then 99. Now this is my output. I want this output. So basically what we are doing, we are swapping the position of this two value. Correct? We are swapping the position. So do you have any
Yes.
idea about how to do it? Any creative thinking? Because now you know about, like I'm just giving some hint, you know slicing, you know indexing. I'm just giving you some hint. Indexing, it is there, you know already. You know multiple variable creation also. So you can take some variable. So this is just a hint. Think it, and I'm just giving you 2 minutes of time. Just do it. Don't use any external sources like ChatGPT or something. It will give more complex solution. Okay. But with a line of code, you can simply write this. You can get this output. It's very easy. Think it by your own. After that, I will be telling. Just do it. You are just changing the position of 34. In the place of 34 you are writing 56. You are getting 56, and in the part of 56 you are getting 34. So this is what. Okay, now I'm just giving you one hint. Like, if you want to change any value, like in the place of 34, if you want to change, simply what you can do, first access 34. Access 34. How to access 34? L of 1. Correct. Now this equal to, it should be what? It should be 56, correct? If I do like this is the case. Now on the second case, what you can do? In the place of 56, you need to write 32. So let's access 56. How to access 56? L of 2. L of t is what? 34. So now check L. Understood? This is how, but the problem is you are manually writing this. First of all, this syntax is already there to write a new value if you want to exchange or replace any value on the particular index. This is what the syntax is, correct? Like, you are getting the syntax right? Any doubt on this, in this two
No,
line?
ma'am. No.
Understood. Now this is what you have written manually. Now I am telling that fully use, just I am taking again the same L, fully use this 56 in the place of 34. So what I can simply write, see, L of 1, L of 1 is what? L of 1 giving me 34. Now in that place, if I write L of 2, so simply what will be happening? In the place of 34, 56 will be coming. Now, same thing, what I can write, it's multiple variable creation. This concept you already have seen, that in the place of L of 2, okay, if I write L of 1, simultaneously we are assigning in the place of 1, we are writing place 2. In the place of 2, we are writing place 1. See, simultaneously I am doing this. Now see, this is our input. Now this is our output. Done? Understood? This is how it
Yes,
is
ma'am.
working. Clear?
Yes.
Now on the same way, let's suppose I am giving one more list. Okay, I'm giving one more list. 10, 20, 56, 89, 99, Python. Okay, like this. Now I want, let's go one by one. Let's go one by one. Just I want in the place of like replace, I'm just telling, replace 100 or replace 10 by 100. Do this. Simply L of 0. L of 0 is giving me 10. Now in that place I'm just writing what? 100. Simply this. Now check in. This is what? Okay. Gia, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now next question. Now coming to the next question. Now I am telling swap the position of 100 and Python. Is that possible? Think it. Okay. So it is L of 0, comma, L of minus 1, done, equal to,
Equals to L of minus 1, comma L of
yeah,
0.
L of minus 1, comma, L of
0.
0, done. So in the place of 0th index, we are placing minus 1th, and in the place of minus 1, we are just putting 0, correct? So this is what? Yeah, Gia, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, this is your task. Do this. Replace, replace Python. Replace this entire Python by NOHTYP. I guess you are getting what I am trying to do. This is what? Reverse. Are you getting? This is reverse. Now replace this Python with the reverse of it. Don't make it manually. Don't write this expression manually. You just have to reverse it by some syntax. Okay, don't manually reverse it. Just do it by the syntax. Okay, L of 0. Okay, then
Equals to L of
equals to, just a minute. Yeah, equals to L of,
L of 2 colons, then minus 1.
then
Minus 1.
2 colons minus 1. If you do this, are you getting the result? Have you checked in ideally? If you are doing L of colon colon minus 1, what it is returning? The reverse of the entire list, isn't it? Just think it. What it is? L of colon colon minus 1, what it is returning first? Understand this. This is what you want in the place of 0?
No, no, no.
Really? You want what? The reverse of Python, not the entire list. Correct? In the zeroth place, you want the reverse of Python, not the reverse of the list. So get the reverse of Python. What can I do? Like what we can do?
We have to access the Python first.
Yes, first we have to access the Python. So where is Python now?
L of 0.
In L of 0 we have Python. Now this is what? Now this L of 0 I will be changing or I will be reversing. How to do that? Simply this is what? You are on the right track. This is what? This is how you can change. Now this particular syntax you have to replace with 0. Means in the place of L of 0 simply you can write this. Okay, getting my point? The mistake you are doing, you are not
Yeah.
mentioning L of 0 of this reverse. So eventually it is reversing the entire list. Correct? So this is what? In the place of this L of 0, you have to write the reverse of the Python, reverse of the string, not the entire list. So if you do, then only you are getting. Correct? Getting my point?
Yes.
Clear? Okay. Now let's suppose I want the output. Next question. I want the output like this. This is my output. So I will be getting this NOHTYP. This is here only. Then 20. Now, next part I will be having your 100, and after that your 99, then 89, then 56. What I am doing here, just understand. From this part, I am writing everything in reverse order. Correct? Is it too difficult to think? Just do it. It will increase your creativity in the programming language. Like your basic will be strong. Okay. So don't be afraid. Just think of it. If you're not getting, I am here. I will be explaining. But first, you need to think.
No, actually, I just reverse it by slicing.
Yes.
Then how
Perfect.
can I add
Yes, that
this in
part
reverse?
on that slice, put the reverse slice. Like first of all, which slice you want to extract? Starting from your 56, rest of it. Correct?
Yeah.
Correct. So starting from your 56 means what's the starting index?
Minus 1.
Sorry?
Minus 1.
56, na it is. Starting index.
No, we have to start from 100. No.
Sorry?
We
This
have
is
to
what?
start from 100. No. Yeah. So,
We, this 56, 89, 99, and 100. Like rest of it, we are just reversing. Think this part we are just reversing and we are getting this. Correct?
yes. Yeah.
Correct? 56, 89, 99, 100. This part I am reversing. Correct? So first
Yes.
extract that part, right? How to extract? What's the starting index of 56?
2.
2 and rest of it. This is how. So this is
Yes.
what? Now this part if you want to reverse, what will be doing? Just write it and after that blindly you can write this. So reverse done. Now in this position, in this particular slice, you want to replace this slice with the reverse one. Simply this. Now check.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes.
Clear? Should I repeat again?
No, it's clear.
Clear, Jia? Have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So this is what you can do. Now one thing, after that I want some output like this. Later I want the output 20, then 100, then 99, 89 and 56. Now do it. This is what I want as an output. What you will be doing here?
Then 2 colon.
Okay, L of 1, then colon means this.
No, like slicing. Yeah.
Yeah, slicing. This one, na?
Yeah. Yeah. Colon.
Just this.
Yes.
Yes, this is how. Now let's suppose I want, like, if I do slicing, will it be reflecting in the main L if I do? See, Python is already, like the reverse Python is already there. Now, permanently I want inside L, I'm not wanting this Python, like I'm not wanting this part. This reverse Python I don't want. Okay, means basically inside L I don't want. Then what I can do? Like output will be like when I write L, it should give me or return me this. Like I want permanently to remove this n of like a reverse Python. So what I can do? If I want to permanently remove that, should I give a hint?
Where dot remove.
Sorry. Yes, var dot remove. Simply, yes, we can do. We can write like this, var dot remove, or pop also we can write. It's very
Yeah.
difficult to write this reverse Python. So simply L dot pop, as because it is easy to count the index. So simply if I write L dot pop at the index 0, then see, now check L. Understood?
Yes.
Okay, this is how we can do. So let's go back to the notebook and I'm starting a new topic. So today the topic we will be discussing, that is typecasting. Like this many different data type we already have seen. Okay. Now the thing is today, just a minute. Okay, so today the topic is typecasting. Typecasting. So what is typecasting? Am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay. So today the topic is typecasting. So typecasting is basically you have already like learned about different data type. Single value data type like integer, float, complex, bool. This data type you already have seen. Now again in collection data type also string, list, tuple, set and dictionary. And dictionary and set. These five types of data type we already have seen. Now the thing is, if I tell you to convert integer to float or to convert float to complex, if I want to do conversion between the data types, that's what that phenomena is called typecasting. So typecasting is basically what? This is actually conversion of one data type to another data type, one data type to another data type. Now why we do typecasting, that is important. Obviously this thing you will be seen whenever you are doing some programmings. Okay, like let's suppose you are taking some value, let's suppose age. Okay, so you are calculating here what will be the age after 5 years. Okay, and you have a place for age, this is a placeholder, let's suppose. Now here, let's suppose your website is taking the result as 24, like this. You are getting the age inside a string. Now if you want to do some calculation, you have to make it an integer or a float, otherwise arithmetic calculation cannot be done. So that time what you have to do, that time you need to change the string into integer or into float for doing some mathematical calculation. Now this is how for different situation we need particular type of data type. So what we can do, whatever the type of the data we already have, we can simply change it into my preferred data type. Okay, so that's why we have this phenomena, typecasting, conversion of data type into another data type. That's what called typecasting. Now the question is it possible to change from integer to float? Let's start with integer and let's go back to ideally. So it will be properly technical. Okay, and if you want, you can make a note. Is it possible or not? Just go with a note. Like simply, let's take with integer. I'm taking an integer a equals to 10. So this is my integer. Now my first question, is it possible to make it a float? Now for this case, I'm telling what will be the syntax for this, for typecasting. So always you need to mention like this. You want the destination type. You want the destination type. So what you have to do, you your destination type should will be coming here. Now in this parenthesis, inside this parenthesis, you need to mention the existing type of the data or the variable. Means here you have to mention the source variable where your actual data actually kept. Okay, and that particular type of the data type, whatever you are converting, that thing you are storing somewhere in the variable, destination variable. So this is how it works. Means let's suppose you want to change a integer. So let's suppose you already have taken a10. Now inside this variable, inside this source variable, you have this value 10, correct? Now destination type is what? Destination type is float. I want to change to float. So float is my destination type. We will be writing this 10 or a, anything we can write here. Now this thing I will be putting in some different variable. This is how it works. So always if you want to change something in other data type, just mention the data type and then inside the parenthesis put the value or the variable. Okay, understood? So simply what you can do here, a10 it is there. This is now simply make float, write float and then put a. So what is the result? 10.0. So simply this 10 will be converted to 10.0. This is how it works. Okay. If I want to change it to complex, then what we can do? If I want to change to complex, simply this complex of a, if I do like this, complex of a, simply it will be 10 plus 0 j. This is how it works. Okay, now same thing, if I want to change to bull, what will be the result? Any guess? You already know this. What will be the result? Bull of a?
True.
True. It will be true. Now the next question. So the thing is, integer to float possible, integer to complex possible, integer to bool possible. Integer to string, is it possible? If I want to change to string, and then I am putting this a, what will be happening? Everything comes under this code. Now it's a string properly. So what it is changing here? Like if it is a single value data type, means a equals to 10. Now this a equals to 10 you are putting where? This a equals to 10 you can store inside a single memory block, isn't it? Inside a single memory block. When you are typecasting it to string, what it is happening? It is actually store. Can you store now this typecasted a? Can you store it inside a single memory block?
No.
No. For that you need two memory block. Means a memory layer. So basically here memory space is increasing. It will take more space rather than a single memory block. It will take two memory block. So this is the change only. Now the same thing, if I want to change to list, is it possible? Just say it's not possible. If it is a tuple, is it possible? No, it's not possible. Now on the same way, if I go for the rest of it, like I have set also, it is also not possible. I have dictionary also, that is also not possible. Okay, so you can just put a note like this. This is how you can write, like as a note, that just take integer and write the rest of it here like float. So integer to float conversion, yes, possible. Then integer to bool conversion, possible. Integer to complex conversion, yes, possible. Okay. Now on the same way, integer to string, yes, possible. Now rest of it means integer to list, tuple, set, dictionary. Now these are not possible. Okay, this is how you can just put a mind map so that it will be easy to memorize. Fine. Is it clear? Any doubt on this?
No.
Okay. Now on the same way we can do for float also. So I'm taking float 2.3. Now just check if it is 2.3. So first thing we'll change it to integer. So int of b I will be writing. So what it is 2 means it is reducing the decimal point. So here some data loss is also happening. Like sometimes point 0.3 also matters, correct? Like in the matter of money also. This point 0.3 valid. Like point 0.5, if you add point 0.5, it is 1. So this decimal point is valid. But here if you change it from float to integer, it is actually reducing whatever the decimal points you have. Like whatever the decimal values or floating values you have, those things actually removed. Okay. Now same thing, if you want to change to complex. Now you have this float and just make it a complex. Now b, complex of b, if I mention, see, this is what my complex conversion. 2.3 plus 0j. This is how it works. Okay. Now on the same thing, bool, you already know. Bool of b, it will be true. Like this it happens. Okay. Float conversion, you have understood. Now same thing, if it is a string, I guess you already have understood this is what? Like 2.3 you can store inside a single memory block. Now it is what? 2.3, it's a string. Now how many blocks it will take? Here, how many blocks it will take?
1.
One, it's a string.
Sorry.
It's a
2.
string. So three memory block it will take. Correct. Three memory block it will take. Because two for two, one memory block. For this decimal another, and for this three another. Correct. Now float is also acting same. Like if you want to change this float to list, not possible. Same wise, if you want to change for tuple, that's also not possible. For set, not possible. Even for dictionary, that's also not possible. So this is how it works. Okay, so you can write the mind map like this. Same thing will happen, just in the place of float you can write int, and in place of int you can write float. Otherwise everything same. Clear? Any doubt?
No.
Okay. Now coming to the next point, that is complex. Now let's start with complex. Now let's change one complex number. Let's take a complex number first. I'm taking a equals to 2 plus 3j. Okay, so this is what your complex number. Now let's change it to integer. So is it possible if I want to change? Like I have a real part and an imaginary part. But if I want to change everything into integer, it is not possible. Okay, because there is no such one value. It's actually two parts. Which one you will be converting to integer? That's a proper confusion, correct? So simply it is not possible. If you want to change a complex number into float also, still it is not possible. Now on the same way, if it is bull, is it possible? If it is bull, is it possible?
Yes.
Yes, obviously it is possible. Bool is very flexible kind of data type. You can simply put inside bool, it will give you true or false. Okay. Now inside string, if you go, string is also very flexible for collection data type. Whatever you will be writing, it will be coming inside the code. So simply it is look like this. Fine. Now on the same way, if I give the other thing, like for list also, not possible. For tuple also, tuple if I go, that is also not possible. For set, still not possible. And for dictionary also, if I going to change, that is also not possible. So complex only possible for bool and string. So complex is very sensitive kind of. Okay, you can't change it to integer, you can't change it to float, or even list, tuple, set, dictionary. In any kind of data type, you can't change except your bool and string. Okay. Now on the same way, now let's understand bool. Bool. Now take a bool value. I'm just taking bool false. Okay. Now false means you already have know that false means like subconsciously it is coming zero in your mind, right? So same thing. Integer to, if I write integer to this, so the result will be 0. If I am taking true as well, if I am taking true as well, so integer of b, if I do, it will be 1. Fine. Now on the same way, if it is float, can you guess it what it will be?
0. 0.0.
Yes. If it is b, this is 1.0. If it is a, then 0.0. This is how. Even for complex, if you go, then complex of A, it will be 0j. And then if it is complex of B, so it will be 1 plus 0j. So that's how. Even if it is string, what it will be? If I take a string, what do you think?
False.
Yes,
False in
false will be coming
quotes.
inside this. So when it is coming inside code means it is no longer a string. Even on the same way, if I take this, it will no longer a like complex, sorry, it's no longer a bool, it is completely a string, and it will take 4 blocks of memory. True will take. Clear? On the same way, it will work for list. If I do, list is not possible. For tuple also not possible. For set, again not possible. For dictionary also not possible. Fine. So bool is a type of data type, integer, float, complex, everything possible and string possible. Other than that, any data type, it's not possible. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So this is what for today. Now tomorrow what we will be discussing about the collection data type, the typecasting of collection data type. Okay. And which are actually more important. You will be doing those things. You need those things to do some programmings. So those are important. Tomorrow we'll discuss. Now this is for today. Any doubt regarding whatever we discussed?
No.
Okay. Gia. Okay, fine. So I am sharing this file with you. Just do some revision for tomorrow and we'll continue from string typecasting. Fine. Okay. So thank you all.